Hi, my name's Pete Morrill from Mountain Kennels. We've been training and breeding Labrador Retrievers for more than 25 years. I'm into week 3, and in week 3, that's where we take the dog out of the crate and onto the pillow. And I want to talk to you because some of you are going to say, well, why do I need my dog on a pillow? You don't have to have your dog on a pillow, but if you are going to train our system, you'll see that we believe a lot in the pillow, and here's why. The pup is either confined to a crate or free range without a pillow. In other words, the only options is I got my dog in a box or I got my dog running around totally. We think there should be a third option, and it's halfway in between both of those. What we do in our home is our dogs are always on a pillow unless we ask them to come to us. So that means they're never in a box. Once we get them out of the crate, they never go back into the crate in our home unless we're going to maybe keep them overnight or we're going to travel with them, and in the hotel room, we don't want them to be freelancing. So if I have my dog on a pillow rather than in a crate, I can enjoy the dog. I can have interaction with the dog. It's much more happy family setting. Plus, I can move those pillows around anywhere. Confined puppy is not really an obedient puppy. So understand that if he's in a crate, he is learning to deal with distractions and learning to be in the crate, but he's not learning obedience. People can't enjoy a puppy in a crate. I can't hug a puppy in a crate. I can't even really see a puppy in a crate. I certainly can't pet a puppy, or he can't roll over on his belly and have fun with me. But if I have him on a pillow, I can bring that pillow right next to the couch where I'm at. It can go remote with me. 90% of American dogs in American households, and I would say this is almost 98%, the dog decides how much everybody gets. We think the people should decide how much dog everybody gets, and the pillow allows you to do that. Everybody can enjoy the dog. In other words, we can touch the dog, we can interact with the dog, we can move the pillow closer to us. But if the dog knows that he's supposed to be on the pillow most of the time, then we control where he goes. Not everyone loves dogs in every situation. Let me tell you this, I have elderly people come over and maybe they do like dogs, but I just had somebody in my house today. She's had 2 hips replaced. She's walking with a cane. You know what? She's buying a dog for me, but I needed to control that dog. So I told the dog to kennel, which meant get on top of its pillow, and that dog no longer gave her any trouble. Because the dog is happy, knows its place. The lady is infirmed and needs to have a gentle dog. I was selling her that dog, and she was greatly encouraged to see that kind of control on that dog. What are the positives to training? Puppies learn to be calm and controlled. They should learn this at 8 weeks, and if they learn it well for the next 2 months, you will never have a dog in a crate or on a pillow that is out of control. That's the advantage. I see so many dogs that are so out of control in so many different environments, and if they would have done this simple thing, they would never have that dog out of control. It's a great tool for housebreaking. When we transition the dog into the pillow or onto the pillow inside, we are transitioning the dog into our housebreaking strategy. Our housebreaking strategy means the dog goes outside and he relieves himself. He usually eats outside as well. And then he comes inside and I play with him for 15, 20, 45 minutes, doesn't matter. And then he takes a nap. At first, that's in the crate, and then that's on the pillow. If I don't have a pillow to put on him, then I don't know if I can trust him to not piddle in the corner or poop in the basement, okay? Because he's on my pillow right next to my desk. I know where my dog is. So he's going to learn really quickly, oh, when I'm on the pillow, I go to sleep. And then when Dad says, let's go for a walk, it's time for me to relieve myself outside. So it's a great tool for housebreaking. From control comes engagement in life. Imagine this. You go to a park and you play Frisbee with your dog. It's a great thing. Then your wife and your kids show up at the park and you put a kennel liner or a piece of carpet right next to a tree, which is right next to the picnic table. And now you ask the dog to kennel onto the piece of carpet or the crate liner. Now you guys start having lunch. What happens down at in the distance is somebody starts a game of Frisbee. Where does your dog want to be? He wants to be two places. Ideally, his instincts are telling him, I want to be eating that food on the picnic table, or I want to be down there chasing that Frisbee on the field. Those are the two places that his natural instincts tell him he wants to be. Where do you want him to be? You want him to be calmly sitting on that pillow, crate liner, piece of carpet next to the tree. Your dog will do that if you've done this for 2 or 3 months. It will do that. If you don't, he will be causing chaos by eating your picnic food, begging for your picnic food, or chasing the Frisbee so you guys can't have a good picnic. Greater tools to teach it's a great tool to teach your dog control in an ideal location in all environments. You go on a friend's small boat. You're going water skiing. You want to take your dog with you. You put a piece of carpet on the floor or on a seat in this place. That's where your dog knows it needs to be. You go on a duck hunting trip with your friends and you say, yeah, my dog's a great retriever, loves ducks. But if he's out of control, doesn't know where he's supposed to be, he's not going to be welcome on that duck hunting trip next time. But if he has a little decoy bag that he always sits on and he knows that that's his place, your friends will be amazed. Guess what? If I have a crate liner that I take in the back of my truck, wherever I go, I can tell my dog where its place is. If I go to a hotel, if I go to a restaurant, if I go to the bank, if I go to a parade, the dog knows its place. I give him 1 or 2 reminders, maybe a little bit of a correction when he's young. And guess what? The rest of the time when I'm at that event, my dog knows his place. He sits there quietly. People come by and they're amazed. They can pet my dog, but my dog stays calm because he's learned that when he was 8, 9, 10 weeks old. Personally, I would never live with a dog that doesn't know how to stay on an identified object. A pillow, a half a crate, a piece of carpet, a decoy bag, my jacket. My dog learns how to stay on all of those. And guess what? He is welcome almost anywhere we go because he's just a little super citizen. Wouldn't you like a super citizen? That pillow, crate, jacket needs to be taught. Week 3 is when you really focus in on making sure he knows. You don't leave your place unless dad gives you permission, unless mom gives you permission. He'll understand that. He'll enjoy life so much more because he'll go everywhere with me because I have a way to control him everywhere I'm at.